On your credit reports, keep a record of a photo of your ID, and of course put it away in a safe place. And when using credit cards, be aware of your surroundings. People over your shoulder, make sure that the ATM machines are safe and not raped in some way. Here are the credit bureau groups. And again, they're in this book, so you don't have to worry about writing them down. There's copies for everybody. But you should. Those are the people you can get a credit report from. Here's another one. And so I think I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to ask Harley if he would be prepared to offer some more information. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the invitation here, first and foremost. I'd like to just reinforce maybe a little bit about what Mr. Gooch had to say here today. Maybe give some examples of exactly what type of frauds actually do happen here in Salmon Arm. We do have frauds and scams that go on here in Salmon Arm. Typically they are aimed at senior citizens. At any given time, we're not sure the exact amount that goes on because most often reported reasons. Embarrassment, concern about what other family members may think if a senior has been scammed out of their life savings or a big part of it. Sometimes a disbelief that it's actually happened. What I can tell you is that what we're aware of is there's a significant amount of scams and fraud going on in Salmon Arm and the general surrounding area. And when I mean significant, our estimates are that it exceeds $1 million a year. Probably closer to $5 million a year. The types of, commonly types of scams, there are so many of them. But one of them is preying on the feelings and the traditions of our senior citizens. And what I mean by that is, as senior citizens, you come from a different era. It was an era of trust, helping a neighbor. Someone's in trouble, you help them. And that's what gets preyed upon. So a typical scam would be a door-to-door scam, for example, that goes on even as we speak today. Door, looking for help. And it could be anything from someone saying, oh, God, my child's gone to the hospital. I've been on my way to go see her. They've taken her by ambulance, and I'm out of gas. I don't have any gas money. Can you give me $20 to help me out, please? I don't know what else to do. I will guarantee you that you give that $20 to that person, go directly to the crack dealer to buy drugs. That's a significant scam that goes on here in Salmon Arm that takes thousands of dollars a year out of our seniors' pockets. We've caught people doing it, we've convicted them, and yet it continues to go on. So, a suggestion, someone comes to your door in need, it's not really you that needs the help, it's us, the police, that could come in and assist them. And in fact, if they do need the help, we'll get the help for them. If they don't need the help, we'll take care of them otherwise. Okay? Investment schemes. That has taken probably the largest portion of funds from our seniors in this community, in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. And what I mean by that is schemes of you're going to get a great on a moderate to large investment, and you're just never going to have to worry again finances because, you're, as Gordon mentioned, anything from like 7% a week or 28% a year. And you've got a friend that, invested in that and they got a return, they got some money. But how this works is involved with a group of people. They take in $10,000 person, they use some of the money to pay back out to here's your return. And they'll work it for years. So people are actually getting some money back, but they're inviting more and more people into the scam and more money, and then gone, disappeared with 20, 30, 40, more likely 500,000, $1 million. If it's too good to be true, there is an old adage, and I'm sure each and every one of us has heard, it likely is not true. Unfortunately, there's something within us as human beings that loves a good deal. That's exactly what the smartest prey upon. They know that, and they're extremely good at digging that out of you. But yes, it's just too good to pass up. And they're extremely great at it. So my suggestion is this: if there's a deal out there that's great, go to a professional investor and ask them about it. Why on earth would you ever put money in the hands of a stranger? Particularly a stranger that has really no connection to the community. Think about that for a second. If it's such a good deal, why isn't everybody on it? So seek the advice of a professional. Renovation scams, another huge one that consistently goes on in Salmon Arm. We're dealing with a few right now as I speak. We're investigating. We have some. Typically, they involve siding, repairs to homes, landscaping. And generally what happens is this: a person will show up at your door for whatever various and state that, oh, I noticed, we're doing some roofing in the area, and they may well have done some roofing in the area, because you'll see them up on a roof doing some work. I noticed that your roof needs to be done as well, and your roof, and your roof, and your roof. So while we're in the area, instead of it costing you $7,000 to do your roof, we'll give a deal if we can get 5 people in the neighborhood to, $2,500 a house. Now here's the key. If they show up and drop 1 package of shingles off on your lawn, you have no legal recourse against them criminally. They've initiated the work. And they can just disappear with your money. The only recourse you have is to try and sue them civilly to get the money back. And they're very much aware of that. We have a great deal of difficulty with the courts trying to accept the fact that that is a scam, that it's illegal, it should be illegal. But what the courts have said is that if they initiate the work, it's a contract between you and a person. And you could very well be out your money. So, how to avoid that? Get another opinion. Get references. We all hear that, and I'm sure we all have heard people say, get references shows up your door. Is that each and every time, no references were checked. Even if there are references, you have to check those references. Go see them. Go see the job that was done there. You very much avoid losing a significant amount of money for work that's not going to be done. That's pretty prevalent throughout the whole Okanagan area. Door-to-door collections, donations. There are various organizations that do go door-to-door, seeking donations for various good causes. But they will carry identification with them, a photo ID carried around their neck on a little chain, saying who they are, a picture of themselves, and who they're representing, and they will give you a receipt for your donation. If that isn't present right off the bat, then I would be very hesitant about providing any funds to a person. But secondly, probably a better thing to do is to choose the charity that you wish to donate to. Say, this year, I can afford to give this much to a charitable cause, and this is who I'm going to give it. Rather than having others trying to make your mind up for you, choose ahead. Give the donation that you feel that you'd wish to do. So when anyone comes to your door, you can say, I appreciate your cause, however, I've already given what I can afford. Thank you. It's probably the best way to handle that. Again, your vehicle needs some sort of repair. Get a second opinion. Wherever you take it, go to another mechanical shop and ask, or repair person, and ask for a second opinion. Because what's happening more and more throughout our community and the area are the backyard mechanics. Oh, I've got a friend that knows how to work on your vehicle.